Welcome to another exciting episode of the Issues and Voice of the People TV, where we bring you the most important and pressing issues shaping our nation today. I am your host, Jerry Apeliohai, and tonight we'll be diving deeper into three major developments in the Nigerian polity. Today on the issues, three voices, one battle for Nigerians' future. In the red corner, Peter Obi defending democracy, demanding justice. He says Nnamdi Kanu's detention is senseless and promises dialogue, not dictatorship. In the blue corner, Wike, fierce, unfiltered, and unrelenting, he calls Obi anti-democratic, accusing him of hypocrisy and failed governance in Anambra. And in the shadow of 2027, the race heats up. Obi says he's running for president not to play second fiddle. No alliances, no apologies, just ambition, bold, unshaken, and aimed at Aso Rock. But who holds the moral high ground? Is this a fight for power or a battle for principle? Tonight, the questions get louder, the stakes get higher. This is the issues. Stay with us. After this short break, we'll dig deeper into this topic some more. Don't go away. Welcome back. Let's dive straight into today's discussion. Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate Peter Obi has confirmed he will run for president again in 2027, firmly dismissing rumors that he might accept a vice presidential role alongside Atiku Abubakar or any other candidate. Speaking on TV, Obi clarified that no such discussions have occurred and stated, "I'm going to contest for the president of Nigeria and I believe I am qualified," said Obi. Obi addressed his recent alignment with other opposition parties under the African Democratic Congress ADC, stressing that it is not a betrayal of the Labour Party. He explained that the coalition aims to present a united front to challenge the ruling APC, insisting that collaboration doesn't mean abandoning core affiliations. What is constant is what, he said, we have agreed to work together, he noted. He also criticized President Bola Tinubu's administration, pledging to offer better governance grounded in law, civility, and competence. Obi emphasized inclusive leadership and vowed to avoid self-serving positions like taking on the role of petroleum minister. He concluded with a strong statement of intent. He said, and I quote, "We're going to ensure that we remove Tinubu's government by all lawful means." That's damning. All right, today I'm delighted to be joined by two esteemed guests here in the studio. We have Dr. Peter Anasike. Dr. Anasike is a philosopher, development economist, and best-selling author. He is also an erudite commentator on economy, finance, politics, and power. Great to have you join us.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure. Joining us virtually is Adekule Adefolao, a political affairs analyst. It's great to have you join us on the issues.
Good evening, and thank you for having me.
All right, we'll hit you first, Peter. Sorry, Adekule Adefolao. Let's leave Dr. Anosike for the next question. Anyway, can Peter Obi truly win over the rural masses? Taking a look at the situation right now, has it really gone that far? Because you have to also consider the north and so many other regions he did not conquer the last time the election was done in 2023. Or is his support still too urban and online?
No, I think his chance of winning is very high, and it depends on how we are looking at it. I think my submission will be there is need for Peter Obi and his managers to do more mobilization and carry Nigerians along. I think I like his engagement. If not him, I think the APC will have be doing anyhow. But he leverage on what they are doing that is not correct to engage them objectively. And that makes more Nigerians to have confidence in him and trust him and believe in what he can do. However, but he needs to do more. Like you said, the state that he couldn't make in 2023 election, there is need for the handlers to re-strategize and engage more communities and more stakeholders and convince Nigerians why they should have confidence in his candidature. I think doing that, we still have time. This is 2025. So I think they can still use the remaining part of the period to still engage more stakeholders, more sympathizers, because what we are seeing now, I don't think is sustainable. There is need for Nigerians to have change of baton, very glaring that the way APC is running the affairs of the country is not sustainable. So Peter Obi still have that chance, but there is need for them to change strategies and get more sympathizers to their side. Irrespective of the platform, what matters is for Nigeria to be convinced that this gentleman can really do the work, and beyond sentiment that people have been using to vote in Nigeria, we expect him and his handlers to go beyond the sentiment and convince more Nigerians on why they should trust him with the affairs of the country. So I have that confidence that he can make it.
Okay.
Because what we really need to change the landscape of our political system in Nigeria is committed and seriousness. Enough of jamborees that the politicians are doing for us. So I think that is that from my hand.
Okay, let me go to Dr. Anosike here. Because with APC's political machinery and the INEC dynamics we saw in 2023, what would make Peter Obi believe that 2027 will be different from 2023?
I want to start by saying that, one, Peter Obi cannot do it alone.
Okay, that's why he joined the coalition.
Peter Obi cannot do it alone. He need a coalition.
Okay, that's why he's there.
That's number one.
Okay.
Then number two, ADC is a lucky party because hunger has mobilized over 70% of Nigerians for them. Hunger has mobilized over 70% of Nigerians for them. So all they need to do is to put their house in order, present acceptable candidates, then build a fortress that Tinubu will not be able to break. Understand me?
Okay.
Because it is not going to be easy. That's for the coalition. APC will do everything to break it. In fact, APC will use this bomb that United States used on Iran, the B-2, understand me, to try to break it. Understand? Which is still what politics is all about. Yeah. Because it is a game, and you don't fold your hands for and let your enemy win. Understand me? So the bad card that APC that will be this playing, ADC will also try to be doing the same thing. Understand me? Okay. So Peter Obi has a very good chance, but he cannot do it alone. He needs a coalition, understand? And everywhere in the world where an incumbent has been defeated, it was done by a coalition. So he's a good guy. He has people following him, understand me? But he cannot do it unknown.
All right, let me go back over to our virtual guest now. Taking a look at the situation, is ADC a coalition a game changer or just another elite-driven pact without grassroots traction?
Sorry, I didn't get the question well.
Yeah, I was just asking if ADC coalition is a game changer or just another elite-driven pact without grassroots traction.
Definitely, it is a game changer. Definitely. However, the promoters need to work closely with Nigerians. Once Nigeria can own it, believe in it, it's just a platform like any other political party. And thank God it's an existing political party because they use it as a second option, which is a very good strategy for the promoters because at initial stage, they wanted to register ADA, knowing well that it may be difficult for them to register ADA before the election as required. So they have second option, which is ADC. So what they need is to let Nigerians have trust in what they are doing and be open to Nigerians about it. If Nigeria can own it, it's a platform. Anybody can make use of the platform. But how you make use of the platform is what is critical. So it is a game changer, to answer your question straightforward. However, the promoters need to reach out and let people have trust and confidence in the process that will lead to 2027 general election. Everybody needs to work together and forget about their personal interest or any selfish interest that may cause problem for them. So if they can do that and let Nigerians believe in what they are doing, automatically it's going to be a game changer. All those
All right, Adekunle, are you still with us?
ADC to be the next in power is very high.
Okay, let me go to Dr. Anosike then. How does Obi plan to beat Tinubu when state structures, money power, and incumbency remain intact?
I say that hunger has mobilized Nigerians for ADC. Okay. Understand? And the biggest mobilizer in anywhere is hunger and anger. These are the two biggest mobilizers. Understand me? When people are angry, the more angry they are, the more they need a change. Okay. Understand me? So, and they say that a hungry man is an angry man. So, Tinubu has done over 70% of the job. That Tinubu's bad governance has done, which started from Buhari, has done over 70% of the job for ADC. Understand me? So all they need to do is to run as the representation of the masses. This is strategy. It's a very simple strategy. All they need is to run as a representative of the masses. We are here, we are feeling what you are feeling, and we must not continue, it must not continue this way. Understand? Make them more angry. The angrier, the better for ADC. Understand me? So once they are hungry and angry, the more they will need a change. That is now left for those in the party to make other people feel, yes, we are here for you. We are here to turn a new page. We are here, understand me? And I'm sure, even if you check what is happening that's on the social media now, whoever is for APC, understand me, watch the insults. Understand me? And I don't know if you see what happened in Yobe State. Okay. A BOT member of PDP resigned, understand me, wrote his resignation letter, handed over to the chairman of PDP in Yobe State, understand me. And the guy said, we will miss you. Understand? You have been a key member for our party, but I'm also joining you.
To the APC?
To ADC.
To ADC.
Understand me?
Wow.
So, what is happening in the north is different from what is happening in the south. Understand me? And that is why the north will forever continue to treat all the south as second-class citizens. Understand me? In the south, governors are cowards. Southern politicians are cowards. And that's why they are defecting to APC. Check in the north. No governor has defected to APC. Because they are confident. They know that Tinubu cannot threaten them. Understand me?
Okay.
Tinubu cannot threaten them. And many of the governors in the north will cross over to ADC. And in the south, those governors defecting are not even in control of the people. Understand me? Okay. I have told you, I'm from Abia State. Let an ex-OT defect tomorrow, he's on his own. Understand me? What? He did not even know how I took my breakfast this morning. So he cannot tell me who to vote for. Understand me? So, ADC has every chance of winning 2027. All they need is to choose a better candidate. Then avoid the moles that APC will send into their midst. Because they are going to have traitors and betrayers among them, which APC will send. So it's for them to know how to avoid the crisis that Tinubu would want to cause. If they can put all these things, understand me, let I share, what's her name, Remi Tinubu become INEC chairman, or let Sheyi become INEC chairman, ADC will win. And it's going to be very, very big margin that will be too big to rig.
Okay, let me go to Adekunle there. Is Peter Obi's insistence on not being a vice president a strategic stand or a missed opportunity for real influence?
Yeah, I think the best for Peter Obi is not to take a vice president. I don't think it's ideal for him. It's not ideal. I will expect Mr. Peter Obi to sustain that momentum, to come out as presidential candidate, and that is one of the things they should agree as a coalition to give him, because he has a better chance than any other. If you look at what happened in 2023 general election, so the best for ADC is to look for best northerner from any of the three geopolitical zones in the north, northwest, northeast, and north central, to be his running mate. I don't think it will be ideal for him to be the vice presidential candidate in 2027. It has some level of political imbalance for him that may even lead to end of his political career if he should come out again as vice presidential candidate in 2027. What Nigerians are yearning for is for Peter Obi to come out as presidential candidate, and the handlers of ADC should give him that opportunity and look for a best candidate from the north.
Okay, Adekunle, definitely your point well taken, but let me go to Dr. Anoske with that question. What do you think about him insisting that he's not going there to be vice president? And we're not going to see a compromise at the end of the day. Okay, go ahead. Wrap it up, Adekunle there.
So the best for Peter Obi is to come out as presidential candidate with a very sound and reliable and competent vice presidential candidate from the north. That would be the best for Mr. Peter Obi.
All right. Thank you very much, Adekunle. And of course, Dr. Anoske, what do you think about that?
Well, for me, this is Operation Rescue Nigeria.
Okay.
That's what I see ADC as. Operation Rescue Nigeria. And if you are working, if you have national interest, understand me, as what is propelling you, you will be willing that to work at that to serve at any position.
Okay.
Understand? So now in 2014, APC had a primary which Buhari won. Buhari was not given automatic ticket in 2014. There was a primary which Buhari won. Understand me?
Yes.
So, and when he won, other people, Atiku, Saraki, Kwankwaso, and all others supported him. So, and that is the only way to ensure unity in any coalition, understand me, in any organization. If you come and try your popularity,
yes,
if you get it, fine. If you fail that to get it, fine. Understand me? Okay. Than somebody saying you step down, you go.
Okay.
Understand me? P2B is a very good candidate. Understand me?
Right.
His character speaks for him. We have a very youth population. Over 65% of Nigerians are youths under 35.
Okay.
And these are the people that are yearning for P2B. They see P2B as a new breed, a breath of fresh air. Understand?
Okay.
So he is a very good candidate.
All right.
But Nigeria is still under the stranglehold of the old politicians who doesn't reason all the way this millennials and Gen Zs reason.
Okay.
Understand me? And we have not pulled out that mentality from them.
Okay.
So for me, instead of if it's not me, then let the condition scatter. Understand? P2B will not suffer. Article will not suffer. L5 will not suffer because these people are already made. Understand me? Even if a bag of rice is selling at 1 million naira today, Article will not miss a meal. P2B will not miss a meal. So this fight is for the Nigerian masses, the suffering Nigerian masses. This is what should be at the back of their mind. We are going to rescue Nigeria, understand me, from those impoverishing them. Understand? So if you put, as Americans say, country first, you will be willing to serve that in any position. Understand me? So Article must not say it must be me or nobody. P2B must not say it must be me or nobody. It has to be a teamwork. Let all of them subject themselves to primary. Let the most popular candidate person win. Then let others support him. Understand? But I keep on saying Article B ticket is still a very strong ticket.
Okay, definitely you've always maintained that stand. And taking a look at Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential candidate, has questioned the continued detention of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu, calling it senseless and unjustifiable. Peter Obi said that if the primary allegations against Kanu are based on his use, of vulgar language, then they are not strong enough to warrant prolonged detention. Obi emphasized that as a leader, he would not be offended by insults, stressing that his focus would be on addressing the needs of ordinary Nigerians. He argued that being called names, even as president, would not distract him from his responsibilities to the people. He further stated that his approach to national issues such as insecurity and agitation would center on dialogue and political engagement. Obi said he would be willing to talk with individuals causing unrest, including armed groups, as a means to establish peace before taking decisive actions if necessary. Let me go to Adekule. Adekule, don't you think this topic is rather too sensitive at this time? Or is Peter Obi defending Nnamdi Kanu for justice? on political leverage in the Southeast, which definitely looks like he already has.
Yeah, I think I quite agree with you, but of case is that we should allow judiciary to play the role that Constitution has mandated them to do. However, keeping the young man in detention unnecessarily is like government is showing some interest, and I don't think it's fair to the gentleman in question. But also, Mr. Peter Obi also need to engage this type of conversation with some minimal level of intervention in the process, so that it won't look as if because it's from his side, that is why he's taking that position. If you go to Borno State in Meduguri, we have a lot of people in detention that have alleged also for taking arms against the federal government of Nigeria, 7, 8, 10 years in Memalari barracks, in Giwa barracks in Meduguri, and they are being tried in Kanji as part of a complex case group, people that commit atrocity against the government of Nigeria. How many people speak on their behalf? Very few people speak on their behalf, apart from Legal Aid Council and few human rights lawyers. But because of the sensitivity of Nnamdi Kanu case and the way we have politicized it, because I can see the politicization in the process, we encourage Mr. Peter Obi to allow judiciary to do their work and continue to support the legal team that is defending Mr. Kanu in court as well too, so that it won't look as if one-sided, because it's not the only one in detention. We have other Nigerians in detention for the same thing, and it's not the first time that this kind of thing will happen. When Amsal Mustafa was locked under the military government till civilian rule, it was there. They gave different kind of excuses why they are still detaining him, because they believe he can truncate the government as at that time. So there is possibility this government may have such fear. But if you look at the interference of external bodies in all the whole process, that is why we also need to take it lightly. The way we handle it, more so is in court. They should allow the process to flow as it is expected. That would be my contribution on.
Let me go to Dr. Anoski. Does Obi's dismissal of Kanu's detention undermine judicial independence or expose selective prosecution?
Well, for me, Tinubu wants to do deal with Nnamdi Kanu, but it's not going to work. Understand me?
Okay.
It is not going to work. That I have released the Nnamdi Kanu for you will not give him any extra vote in the Southeast. Or the mistake has already been made. You don't inherit your predecessor and enemies. Understand me? You don't inherit your predecessor's enemies. Even for me, I cannot even inherit my father's enemies. Because I will make my own enemies.
Okay.
As a human being, I will make my own enemies. And if I make my own enemies and inherit my father's enemies, it will be weighing me down. Understand me? So my children will not inherit my own enemies because they will make their own enemies as human beings. Understand? So he has made that mistake of inheriting Buhari's enemy. Understand me? So now the North are moving from you in a geometric speed. Understand? And we are in age of awareness. This is enlightenment age. So everybody know what is going on.
Okay.
The North is shifting away from you in a geometric speed. And I know tomorrow he may feel that he can capture that the Southeast by asking Nnamdi Kanu that to go. The case is already in court. And for me, I don't want any political intervention. Understand me?
Okay.
So that because political, if you are given a pardon by the president, for that word pardon, you are guilty. Understand me? So let the court do their work. Understand me?
Okay.
And if he is found guilty, let court take their decision. Understand me? If they have nothing stronger on him, let them discharge and acquit him. Wow. So for me, I prefer the court to handle this case. Understand me? Let court take its decision. I don't want any political interference.
Would Peter Obi be saying the same if he were president, or is this safe talk from the sidelines?
Well, when Donald Trump was running for election in 2014, he said that all those that were mistreated by the Biden government, if he gets on board, that he is going to set them free. Just like the Capitol Hill riot of 2021. He said that there are political prisoners and that he's going to set them free.
Okay.
So that's exactly the same thing that Peter Obi is saying, that this guy is being maltreated. Understand? And for me, I know that Nnamdi Kanu is being persecuted, not prosecuted, because Buhari is a hater of the Igbos. Understand me? Buhari is a hater of the Igbos. So that's why this thing is happening now. It is not justice that is happening there. Due process are not being followed. This is just a wickedness that a man had on the people, which a Tinubu unfortunately inherited. Understand me? That's why even if the whole 5 governors in the Southeast, they come to APC today, none of the governors can give Tinubu 10% in the Southeast. I keep on saying it.
Wow. Quite a damning verdict, and of course, quite a huge allegation on the former president being a hater.
Buhari is a hater of the Igbos. And even if their people incarnate 10 times, they cannot be there in Castina. They are still sending their lands to the Igbos after his 8 years as a president.
Okay, quite interesting. All right, let me go to Adekunle there. Can a president truly dialogue with armed agitators without emboldening future separatist threats?
I don't think it's a best strategy to dialogue with.
Yar'Adua did it.
Okay, he's saying
Yar'Adua did it with the
Niger Delta militants. Okay, go ahead.
They are two different things.
Okay.
The Niger Delta militants, they have faces. People know them. You know what they are agitating for. In the case of terrorists, Boko Haram, bandits, they are faceless. What they are agitating for are not clear. And I don't want to look at it from the same perspective. Okay. And if you go to Borno State today, or Yobe State today, or Adamawa State today, they will tell you that they are negotiating with Boko Haram. Or you go to Katsina, or you go to Zamfara today, and they said they are negotiating with bandits. I don't think it is the right thing to do. The best to do is for our military to follow them to the where they are and get them down instead of encouraging them. I think what we should be looking at is how do we get to this level? The government then encouraged banditry and other form of atrocity that this group are committing against government in the name of politics. And that is why we shouldn't compromise or politicize our security system for the purpose of election or winning an election. To some of us that stayed in Borno State, Yobe axis, we know how Boko Haram started, and up to today, since on the 29th of July 2009 till today, if they tell me that we will still be battling with Boko Haram in the northeast, I will say no. But what people are reading in the news or the pages of newspaper is completely different from the reality on ground.
Okay.
So I don't think I will encourage any government to negotiate with bandits. I would not support that. We have the numbers, we have the military that can conquer this if they really want to do their work without compromising the process of engaging these people, irrespective of where they are coming from Burkina Faso, from Mali, from Libya, or what have you. We have the military that can handle them if truly we want to handle them. And what we need from our military is sincerity of fighting. If they can be sincere with the fighting, I think by now we should be out of this mess that politicians put us through. Negotiating with them means we are giving them some sense of belonging, as because you have carried arms against the state. Why do I need to negotiate with you? The best is to allow the military to crush them, and crush them with sincerity. Why are we still in this mess? It's because of the saboteur in the military. Some people are making profit from this fight, the insurgency and the banditry. That is why if you go to Borno State today, military will tell you that Baga is not accessible. Baga to Beduguri town is about 250 kilometers. And they will tell you that you can't access Gamboru Ngala, you can't access Gaidam in Yobe State, or you can't go to Yusufari or Yunusari, because some people are making profit.
All right.
Governor Zulum let them realize that we will go to those areas and people will be restored back to their ancestral communities. So what we need is sincerity of that fight. We won't encourage any government to go and negotiate with armed group.
All right, definitely quite a hard one there. Okay, some have said that. Do you think that P2B even referring or touching this topic is going to affect the way people in the north view him? Because would they not say he's a sympathizer of Nnamdi Kanu? And would that not alienate the swing voters outside of the southeast who view IPOB as extremist?
I want to remind my friend Kunde that men carried gun against the Nigerian state. Men were killing soldiers. Men killed soldiers. Men carried gun. And when Jonathan went to the creek, the negotiation was drop your arms, isn't it?
Yes.
That was the negotiation, drop your arms. So they killed soldiers, and when you kill a soldier, what it means that you have declared war on the country. That's what it means. So men killed soldiers, men carried arms. Then Nigeria is a very, very we are living in bias and sentiment. Understand me? So for me, a lot of the time P2B talks too much.
Okay.
A lot of the time P2B it's not every. There's an adage that if you stop that to throw stone at every dog that backs at you, you will not get to where you are going.
Okay.
So a lot of the time, P2B talks too much. Understand? So silence is a weapon.
Okay.
A very strong weapon. Because no matter what you say, you are pleasing some people, you are hurting some people. But when you remain silent, nobody know where your sympathy is.
Okay.
So that is one of the problems that I have with him.
Okay. He said he should have ignored this conversation.
Understand
entirely.
me? So it's not everything. Now this I'll run. Atiku has not uttered any statement that he will run or he will not run. Understand me?
Okay.
But 3 days ago, Gombe ADC adopted him as their candidate. He did not say thank you or secrecy. Is some of the greatest tools in politics. Silence, secrecy. And the P2B is not adopting this. So what he's saying, one, the way we are viewing this Boko Haram in the south is not the way that they are viewing it in the north.
Okay.
In the north, they are being seen as wayward children, miscreants. Understand me? Miscreants. That's people who are hungry. Understand? And if you solve their problems, everything will end. That's why they are talking about rehabilitating them. So they are not seeing this word terrorism. That they are terrorists in the south. They are not being seen as terrorists in the north.
Okay.
So we should be mindful of this.
Okay.
Understand
You're
me?
even talking to P2B now. You're also talking to P2B.
I said for me, a lot of time P2B talks too much.
All right.
Understand me?
Okay.
So we've known for more than 20 years, one-on-one. Understand me? And so it's not everything that you should be that's engaging or yourself in.
Okay.
So, but for a kind of alienating himself, that's from the southeast. We don't have any option. Understand me? P2B is our one-way ticket. Understand me? So if you say that P2B is supporting IPOB, and you're not in support of IPOB, therefore you vote for another person, who else? Understand me? Who else? So Southeasterners, we have a one-way ticket where P2B is. There's no return ticket. It's either we win with P2B or we perish with P2B. So where that fear is in the north.
Okay.
Understand me? That's why I'll keep on agitating for Atiku Obi ticket. Because they are not as enlightened, as exposed as we are here in the north, here in the south.
Okay.
In the north, it is their religious that shows them where to vote. Understand me? But here, Jerry, your own pastor will not tell you where to vote. But there in the north, and Ondaman will tell them, vote party A, they'll vote party A. Understand me? But here in the south, your own pastor cannot tell you who to vote for.
Yeah.
So we should be very, very sensitive concerning 2027.
All right, time don't really our friend. I would have loved to talk about the Federal Capital Territory Minister Nnamdi Wike, who has launched a scathing criticism against Labour Party's P2B, branding him anti-democratic for failing.
Wike is jittery. He is jittery.
He said he failed to conduct local government elections during his 8 years as Anambra State governor.
Wike is jittery. That 40, he has left 40 years old one. He's not taking happiness drug.
All right, Adekle, in 1 minute, react to that so that we can wrap it up.
I think generally the country is seeing new landscape in the political system, but the fact remains that if ADC know what they are doing and get Nigerian buy-in, I think they will make it. Yes, the APC, they have started feeling the action of the ADC because more people will still join, even from the APC. More governors will come, more senators will come. It's a matter of time. If Peter Obi has never conducted the local government election in Anambra State, I've mentioned it on this program as well too. He's not the only one. We have many governors that refuse to carry out local government election because of the system failure in Nigerian political system. So he's not the only one. I don't think that we use that against him.
Okay.
But has he done well in Anambra State? The answer is yes. Can we give him opportunity to do the same in Nigeria? The answer is yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Adekule Adefolawon, for being a part of the issues. All right. It's been a pleasure having you as well, Dr. Anosike.
Thank you for having me.
All right. And of course, we've had the claims, we've seen the clash, a man detained, a system question, an election looming. Peter Obi says he stands for justice. Wike says he stands for truth. But who stands with the people? 2027 isn't just a date, it's a defining moment. Can coalitions build a nation or just bury old wounds in new promises? One thing is clear, the road to a new Nigeria runs through truth, accountability, and action. This is the issues. My name remains Jerry Apeliohai, and of course, have a good one.